All right, guys, happy Wednesday, December 3rd. It's a busy day for our buddy Whiskey. The IG report just dropped a few hours ago, and it shows that he put soldiers at risk. And we haven't seen the report yet. It's been issued to Congress. We may see it tomorrow, Friday. Tomorrow is the full moon. So that's exactly what we've been talking about for the past few hours earlier today, and guess what's happened? It dropped. The IG report dropped on the Signal Gate. So now he has Signal Gate and the Venezuelan situation under his belt, and that is too much for him. Exposure for him to remain in the position. So, does this fast track it? Probably not. It just confirms that the dude is gone. Okay, either removed or has to resign. And let's just go through it.
He Hegseth Signal Gate plus Venezuela collapse. Why Medium Star Section 1, the December 4th, 2025 full moon trigger, the astrological spark. Full moon at 12 degrees Gemini / 12 degrees Sagittarius. This full moon landed exactly on Pete Hegseth's Gemini sun, exactly on Donald Trump's Gemini sun, square Hegseth's Mercury / Neptune deception zone, activating the Gemini, Sagittarius, truth versus lies axis. This full moon exposes communications, messages, leaks, digital footprints, unethical conduct, things said privately, things hidden in the shadows, and right on schedule within 24 to 48 hours of the full moon. Collision. The Pentagon's Signal Gate IG report became public. This is exactly what a Gemini full moon does. What you text, hide, or deny becomes public. Fire. Why this full moon destroyed him. Gemini full moon equals digital exposure, Sagittarius sun equals legal oversight plus truth square, Neptune equals collapse of lies. This created the perfect storm for exposure of unsecured signal messages, confirmation he mishandled classified information, evidence he lied publicly, congressional committees receiving the findings, the public learning he shared war plans, the trigger that begins his 2026 karmic downfall. This full moon is the ignition switch. Why Medium Star Section 2 new IG findings match his astrological collapse perfectly. The DoD IG report confirms exactly what the Saturn, Neptune square predicted. Fire 1. The Saturn, Neptune truth collapse has begun. The IG report proves he shared classified operational details. He used unsecured personal apps. He violated military regulations. He endangered U.S. personnel. He involved civilians in military operations. He lied publicly about it. His messages are the evidence against him. This is exactly Saturn law, square his Gemini sun, communications. Neptune, hidden messages exposed, square his Mercury, texts, signal leaks. This is the transit that destroys. Liars, manipulators, reckless officials, people with digital trails, abuses of military authority. And it is happening precisely on schedule. Why Medium Star Section 3, the IG report becomes the foundation for his removal, May, July 2026. This is exactly Phase 1, Phase 2 in the collapse timeline. Why Medium Star April, DEC 2025 scrutiny phase. We predicted this phase would reveal early scandals. And now, IG report drops. Congress receives the violations. Pentagon questions begin. Media frenzy starts. Credibility collapses. This is precisely the astrology. White Medium Star Jan, March 2026. Scandal becomes uncontainable. The IG report now triggers. Congressional hearings. Recorded testimony. Pentagon distancing. Whistleblowers stepping forward. Contradictions in statements exposed. Questions about Venezuela orders intensify. This is Phase 2, the uncontainable storm. Why medium dar May, July 2026, resignation/forced removal window. This remains the strongest window for resignation under pressure, involuntary removal, Pentagon pushing him out, White House cutting him loose, bipartisan consensus he must go. The IG report is the smoking gun that sets this phase in motion. Why medium dar Section 4. The IG report also destroys his defense in the Venezuela killings. Hegseth just publicly claimed nobody was texting war plans. The IG report proves that was a lie. He did send war plan information. He sent it to civilians. He used unsecured apps. The material endangered Americans. The same pattern may exist in the Venezuela strike. Congress will now ask, if you lied about Yemen, did you lie about Venezuela? Were the second strike instructions also sent by signal? This completely undermines his credibility, his testimony, his chain of command narrative, his fog of war defense, his claim that he didn't know survivors were present. This IG finding is Exhibit A in the War Crime Inquiry. Why medium dar Section 5. This also activates Rand Paul's investigative role. The IG report gives Rand Paul exactly what his Pluto, Saturn transits predicted. Moral outrage. Exposure of military abuse. Bipartisan legitimacy. Demand for classified footage. Credibility to challenge Trump's cabinet. Power to force testimony. Paul becomes the primary political instrument of Hegseth's downfall, exactly as the astrology said. Why medium dar Section 6. The IG report sets up the February 20th, 2026 collapse point. Here is the exact karmic sequence. 1. December 4th, 2025, full moon reveals signal gate. Trigger. 2. March 2026, scandal becomes uncontainable. Storm. 3. February 20th, 2026, Saturn, Neptune at 0 degrees Aries. Breaking point. This date represents karmic accountability, military legal reckoning, exposure of past lies, destruction of false narratives, institutional consequences, collapse of protection from Trump. The IG report is the first domino. Why medium dar Section 7. The IG findings make Hegseth a massive liability to Trump. Trump now faces defending a man who mishandled classified information, defending a man who messaged war plans to civilians, defending a man who lied publicly, defending a man who endangered U.S. pilots, defending a man accused of unlawful killings. And Trump cannot help him because he is under the same Gemini collapse cycle. His own authority is collapsing. He cannot pardon UCMJ violations. The political cost becomes too high. They fall together, per the astrology. Why medium dar Section 8, accelerated removal timeline updated. Based on events plus astrology. Most likely removal window. Fire May, July 2026. Internal Pentagon pressure begins. Why medium dar January, March 2026. Maximum legal danger. Fire August, November 2026. Signal gate is not the end. It is the beginning of the end. Why medium star final combined timeline with full moon trigger. Full moon December 4th, 2025. Gemini full moon. Exposes Hegseth's signal messages. IG report becomes public. Classified mishandling confirmed. Scandal entered mainstream. Congress begins review. Why medium dar January, March 2026. Hearings intensify. Contradictions exposed. Whistleblowers emerge. Venezuela strike comes under scrutiny. Fire February 20th, 2026, Saturn, Neptune at 0 degrees Aries. Karmic verdict. Military accountability. Collapse of protection. Truth replaces deception. Why medium dar white medium dar white medium dar May, July 2026. Forced resignation / removal. Bipartisan demand. Pentagon distancing. Trump unable to shield him. White medium dar, white medium dar, white medium dar, white medium dar, August, November 2026. Tribunal level danger. UCMJ exposure. GOP abandons him. Potential charges emerge.
There you go, guys. Yeah. So full moon, boom, right on him, and on Taco too.